The global music industry has introduced million-dollar stars and many global hits to the public. You and I are surely no strangers to the likes of Justin Bieber, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, or Jay-Z. These celebrities all have something in common. Have you noticed it? If you've been keeping up with the news, you've probably seen that they've all been guests at P. Daddy's white party, one of the most powerful figures in today's music industry. With undeniable success, we have to admit that Diddy is a talented individual. However, this ending has always been associated with conspiracy theories about a secretive and powerful society, namely the Illuminati. Is this just a coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? Behind Diddy's resounding success, could there be support and connections with this secretive and powerful society? Today's video will unravel the rumor-laden story of Mew. Behind the glitz and glamour, P. Diddy and his mysterious association with the Illuminati. Being one of the names on the Walk of Fame, we must acknowledge that P. Diddy's journey is a tale of ambition, creativity, and the ability to turn every challenge into opportunity. P. Diddy, also known as Sean John Combs, was born on November 4th, 1969 in Harlem, New York. With a deep passion for music, he dropped out of Howard University in Washington, D.C. to return to his hometown. This decision became a pivotal turning point, marking the future developments of Sean Combs. He interviewed and became an employee of Uptown Records, an American record label. Thanks to his talent, in a short time, he was promoted to executive director of the company. But shortly after that, he was quickly fired. However, this did not diminish Sean Combs' passion. On the contrary, it culminated in him founding his own record label, Bad Boy Records, in 1993. After this event, Combs began to create his own music empire. One of the label's first and biggest successes was signing the talented hip-hop artist Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls. Under Combs' management, Biggie quickly became one of the greatest rappers of all time. Meanwhile, Combs didn't stop at managing. He also established himself as a solo artist. This was considered his first step into showbiz, marking a fresher Sean Combs. Under the name Puff Daddy, he released his debut album, No Way Out, in 1997, which quickly became a huge success with hits like I'll Be Missing You, dedicated to the memory of Biggie Smalls after his murder in March 1997. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 11 weeks and won a Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group. Not just Biggie, Bad Boy Records also played a part in bringing many other artists into the spotlight, including Faith Evans, 112, Total, and Maze. They all became big names under Diddy's management. Bad Boy quickly became an icon of East Coast hip-hop culture in the 90s, going head-to-head with Suge Knight's West Coast-based Death Row Records in the rap feud between the two coasts. Diddy's talents weren't limited to music. With a sharp business acumen, he created the fashion brand Sean John in 1998. In 2004, Sean John even won the Men's Designer of the Year award from the Council of Fashion Designers of America, proving Combs' influence stretched far beyond music and powerfully into the world of fashions. Additionally, Diddy remained successful in the world of television and film. He was the producer of the reality TV show Making the Band on MTV, which helped discover and develop new musical talents like Danity Kane and Day 26. Additionally, Diddy also starred in popular movies like Monsters Ball and Get Him to the Greek, showcasing his versatility across various entertainment fields. After all his contributions, Sean Combs has become one of the most influential figures in popular culture. He's not just a pioneer of hip-hop style, but also an icon of the entrepreneurial spirit in the entertainment industry. Throughout his music career, Diddy has racked up a total of 14 nominations and 3 Grammy Awards, earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1995, and was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most successful rap producer in 1997. By 2013, P. Diddy had made it to the list of the world's wealthiest musicians. But with all that talent, he also had his fair share of controversial scandals throughout his career. Right at the beginning of his career, a huge scandal broke out. In December 1999, Diddy and his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez were at the Club New York nightclub. It was there that a shooting took place, and the so-called King of Hip-Hop was accused of carrying a gun and being involved in the incident. However, he denied all charges and hired a team of high-profile lawyers to defend himself. After the investigations, a trial took place, and Diddy was not sentenced. Surprisingly, one of the artists from his Beverly Hills label, Shay, was charged with the shooting and later sentenced to 10 years in prison. The incident directly tarnished the public image of the rapper. Jennifer Lopez also broke up with him right after this event, and Diddy had to face a barrage of criticism from the press. The nightclub shooting wasn't the only scandal surrounding P. Diddy. He was constantly criticized for how he managed contracts of artists under his company. But high-profile names like The Lox, Mase, and Faith Evans openly accused him of exploitation, excessively controlling profits, and locking artists into oppressive contracts. Most notably, rapper Mase once accused Diddy of holding on to the rights to his music, while also demanding a vast sum of money in order for Mase to regain control. In 2020, Mase once again spoke out on social media, criticizing his boss for the way he treated black artists and demanding the return of his music rights. Recently, P. Diddy has become a notorious figure worldwide after a shocking scandal was exposed. The big Hollywood star has been accused in connection with a serious criminal organization. The charges include human trafficking, labor oppression, kidnapping, and most shockingly, sexual harassment. Over 120 individuals, including men, women, and minors, have come forward to accuse. One of the most horrifying details of the case was the so-called freak-off parties that Diddy hosted. At these gatherings, the hip-hop star is accused of orchestrating beatings, throwing objects, and subjecting people to terrible physical and mental abuse, coercing victims to engage in outrageous acts at his behest. Additionally, Diddy also controlled the victims in various ways, including physical violence, promising career opportunities, threatening financial support, and other coercive measures like surveillance of their residences and medical records, as well as supplying the victims with addictive substances. Additionally, police found 1,000 large bottles of baby oil at Diddy's private residence. Many believe this was a tool used by the male rapper to commit his nefarious acts. Wave after wave of accusers stood up to expose the true face of the dishonored rapper. And perhaps this scandal will end the entire career of the big star How Lu. But today, we're not talking about these scandals and sorrows. Let's take another look at the life and career of Sean Combs from a different perspective. There are many talented folks like him around the world, but very few achieve fame like he has. Why is that? How did Diddy rise to become one of the world's leading rappers? Turning back to the early years when Sean Combs entered Hollywood, it was a tense time in the hip-hop scene, and Bad Boy Records played a significant role in this conflict. What happened? And what was this male rapper's role in this tumultuous sea? In the 1980s, rap started to rise strongly from New York, the cultural center of early hip-hop. By the early 1990s, the West Coast, particularly Los Angeles, started to make its mark with famous artists and music groups like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac. The strong emergence of West Coast artists led to fierce competition with recording artists from New York. Over on the East Coast, Sean "Puff Daddy" Combs and his label, Bad Boy Records, with their lead artist, the notorious B.I.G., were leading the rap movement. The conflict between the coasts really escalated when the relationship between Tupac and Biggie Smalls shifted from friendship to hostility. In 1994, Tupac was shot and robbed at a recording studio in New York. After the incident, Tupac believed that Biggie and Puff Daddy were involved or had prior knowledge of the attack and didn't warn anyone. All of that led to mounting tensions and hostility between Tupac and Bad Boy Records. Things escalated, spreading throughout the hip-hop community when Tupac released the track "Hit 'Em Up," which openly threatened and claimed he had an affair with Biggie's wife. The bosses of the companies managing the East and West Coasts were also believed to be involved in this tension. At the 1995 Social Works Awards, Chuck Knight, the head of Death Row Records, openly attacked Puff Daddy on stage, criticizing him for often appearing in music videos of artists signed to Bad Boy Records. This was considered one of the first public instances of the feud between record companies. But as tensions escalated to a boiling point, an unexpected turn of events occurred, becoming a mystery in the global music industry. The central figure of the conflict, Tupac, suddenly passed away after a serious shooting in Las Vegas. This event not only ended the life of a talented artist, but also left many unanswered questions about the cause of his death and the complex relationships within the music industry. On September 7th, 1996, Tupac attended a boxing event between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand. Afterwards, he and some of his crew got into a scuffle with Orlando Anderson, a member of the Crips gang, in the lobby of the hotel. Just a few hours later, while sitting in a car with Suge Knight, a white Cadillac pulled up and opened fire on them. He was shot 4 times in the chest and quickly rushed to University Medical Center of Las Vegas for surgery. Despite the doctor's best efforts, he succumbed to his injuries, which included respiratory failure and cardiac arrest, on September 13th. Tupac's death sent shockwaves through the music community and gave rise to numerous conspiracy theories. Many believe that their rivals, particularly the notorious B.I.G., were behind this incident. But there's never been a conclusion about the culprit, and the case gradually faded, becoming an unsolved mystery. Clearly, the departure of this rapper dramatically shifted the scene, giving Diddy artists a significant edge in the market. But then, a stunning plot twist occurred, shocking the world even more. Less than 6 months after Tupac's death, on the 9th of March, 1997, the notorious B.I.G. was also fatally shot in a similar assassination while in Los Angeles. At that fateful moment, Biggie was on his way to an after-party following the Show Chain Music Awards in Los Angeles. As his car came to a stop at a red light, a Toyota Land Cruiser sped toward him, and a stranger from within the red vehicle opened fire on the SUV Biggie was in. He was struck by 4 bullets. One of them caused a fatal wound. He was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors tried their best to save him. But Nguyen Ki was pronounced dead shortly after, at the age of 24. Do you see the similarities between those 2 cases? Both renowned rappers from both sides met the same fate. Could the actual perpetrator behind both of these shocking incidents be the same person who benefits from these mysterious departures? One of the names that comes up the most is Sean D.D. Combs, the founder of Bad Boy Records, the label that notorious artists have signed with. Indeed, the king of hip-hop himself is the prime suspect. The departures of Tupac and Biggie didn't just intensify the competition in music, but also opened up a greater space for other artists, including Diddy, to rise in the music industry. Soon after, Combs became a leading producer, with influence reaching beyond the United States. This was also considered an important developmental stage in Diddy's career. The deaths of these two rap legends cleared the way for him to step into the powerful and elite world of showbiz. And from there, a lot of debates and conspiracy theories started circulating. Why would someone as talented as Combs become the target of such controversy upon achieving success? Could there be secrets hiding behind the rapper's spotlight? After rising to fame, P. Diddy has established connections with other big stars like Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Rihanna. You see what these names have in common? Right, they're all celebrities, but that's not all there is to it. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we'll be examining this from a conspiracy perspective. Therefore, you might easily recognize that these superstars are all alleged to be members of the most feared secret society in the world, the Illuminati. With the growth of the internet, you can easily find evidence supporting this theory. Jay-Z often raises his hand to form triangles, also known as the rock star, which is a symbol of his entertainment company, Roc Nation. Many believe that this triangle symbol resembles the all-seeing eye, an emblem often associated with the Illuminati conspiracy theory. Some songs, like Ransom's Tower or On to the Next One, have been scrutinized to find imagery associated with this secret society. And Beyoncé, Jay-Z's wife, is also rumored to be connected to that organization. Here in this picture, you see Beyoncé making a triangle symbol with her hands, an image commonly associated with the Illuminati. Followers of conspiracy theories have uncovered further evidence, asserting that the singer is a member of the society. In the music video for Run the World, Girls, released in 2011, there are numerous scenes where Beyoncé leads an army of women in a battle-like setting, thought to symbolize power and control. Some people criticize Beyoncé for holding a scepter and the pyramids that appear in the scenes. These elements are interpreted as symbols of power and connections with the Illuminati. Additionally, many of her other music works are also believed to hint at connections to this powerful group. Besides, Rihanna, the famous Barbadian singer, is also a target of conspiracy theories involving the Illuminati. In several music videos like S&M and Umbrella, Rihanna uses imagery of the all-seeing eye, a symbol often associated with the Illuminati. Certainly, her signing with Jay-Z at Def Jam Recordings has led many to believe that this was orchestrated by the organization. This led to many suspicions that P. Diddy had also become a piece of this puzzle. Just like his friends, the male rapper also has music products that are believed to employ the imagery and symbols of the society. One prime example is the music video for Hello, Good Morning. In this song, some point out that P. Diddy used triangular shapes and dazzling light images. They readily bring to mind the all-seeing eye associated with secret societies. Additionally, the video includes intense light scenes, light effects, and hand gestures believed to signify covert power. Even though there have been explanations like creating strong visual effects or a sense of leading, they still aren't convincing enough. The online community has also spotted strange details in P. Diddy's music video for Been Around the World. The primary scenes are associated with luxury and opulence, featuring yachts and lavish parties. These are believed to be signs of ties to the Illuminati, the secret society purported to control elite circles. We have to admit, whether we like it or not, we can't help but suspect that Sean Combs is a member of this powerful secret society. The conspiracy theories surrounding the so-called Hollywood Hopper have not ended there. Simply pointing fingers at the music videos isn't enough proof to assert Diddy's involvement with the Illuminati. Surely you haven't forgotten his recent horrific sex scandal. How could such a horrific event silently go on for so long without anyone knowing? It wasn't until Diddy was arrested by the authorities that the victims collectively accused him of his crimes. Recently, the male rapper has had to face serious allegations related to sexual misconduct. However, everything started in November 2023. The singers and models who had a relationship with Diddy for over 10 years have filed a lawsuit against him. She accuses Diddy of sexual abuse, physical violence, and mental control throughout their relationship. Additionally, she claims that Combs used his power and even threatened her life to maintain control and prevent her from leaving the relationship. Despite such accusations, just days after the lawsuit was filed, both parties reached an out-of-court settlement. Even then, the models received considerable criticism, being accused of exploiting Diddy's fame to gain celebrity status. It wasn't until the truth was exposed that the video of Casey's abuse was made public, along with numerous other complaints. Many people are surprised, but also horrified. How were all these things kept hidden for so long? How did Diddy manipulate and control the victims? After the police found 1,000 pictures of children at Diddy's private house, the online community also uncovered the victims of this rapper. Instead of speaking out directly like Casey, they desperately expressed their pleas for help through their music productions. Which music videos? Well, by now you all must know. And today, we're not going to talk about it. Why do they indirectly reveal Diddy's terrible secrets? Could there be a force behind promoting or protecting him? This is the famous White Party, one of the most renowned events among America's elite and entertainment industry. All the guests, from A-list celebrities to the elite, had to wear white attire. Many big names have attended, such as Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Naomi Campbell, and Kim Kardashian. And so, these sorts of events have been mentioned in the membership rosters of the Illuminati. Everything seemed coincidental, but all pointed us in a certain direction. Those who believe in conspiracy theories think that PDD has also joined this secret society, and that lavish party is said to be the meeting place for its members. It also serves as a powerful tool that helps PDD control and manipulate his victims. This woman, Jamal Fonseca, is a renowned photographer and also a regular guest at the White Party. She has attended about 20 to 30 of PDD's parties throughout her career. According to Fonseca, PDD's parties are known for great food, lively music, and an atmosphere as exuberant as a mini carnival. Guests can do whatever they please, with some even dressing scantily or going nude at these parties. After people finished drinking, that's when the scandalous behavior would begin. Combs and his associates used intimidation tactics to lure the victims into a trap. Part of the White Party is the freak ops, essentially the final tactic for him to gain complete control over his prey. These morally depraved acts were recorded with cameras or specialized devices and then used to exploit and keep the victims from speaking out. And it is precisely this that has allowed Outroper's crimes to be concealed until this very day. The allegations from Casey suggest that P. Daddy uses his power to control people in their personal and professional lives. He has been using methods of mental and physical control, coercing the victims to participate in designated activities. At the same time, they would also be threatened if they wanted to leave the relationship. This is a type of psychological manipulation within personal relationships that involves control, threats, and abuse of power to maintain influence. With such conspiracy theories and sensational claims, the Illuminati is also often accused of using their power through celebrities to carry out secret agendas. Linked to Diddy's actions, we see his manipulation of individuals as a small branch of control. Besides, as a towering figure in Rob Hollywood, Diddy may have used his position to control the media. The most notable example is the incident involving his ex-girlfriend Casey. It all happened in 2016, and it was only 8 years later that we learned the truth. There are many sources that claim Sean Combs bribed the hotel $50,000 to obtain that video. If this is true, it's essentially clear evidence of media manipulation, causing the truth to be overlooked. Consider how the Illuminati manage and control the media. This organization is often thought to use symbols, enigmatic imagery, and secret messages to control the psychology of the masses and manipulate thoughts. They are accused of manipulating public perception through subliminal messaging, creating fear and unease, or using symbols in culture and entertainment without the public being aware of it. In addition, the way artists create related symbols is also considered a form of publicity, creating a certain resonance. Both PDD and the Illuminati, a mysterious organization in conspiracy theories, are associated with secret power acts and psychological manipulation. Although PDD is a real figure in the entertainment industry, and the Illuminati is just an unproven conspiracy theory, both share some commonalities in terms of exercising power, social influence, and manipulation of psychology. However, the way the male rapper manipulates in the arts and music environment is quite distinct from what is attributed to the Illuminati, an organization that is believed to exist with the goal of global control. P. Diddy, an artist, entrepreneur, and music producer, is regarded as one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry. His power primarily stems from his success in music, fashion, and media. Allegations of psychological manipulation by Diddy often relate to how he uses charm, power, and personal influence to control others, especially artists working under him. Meanwhile, the Illuminati is thought to be a secretive organization with much larger goals, aiming to control the entire world. According to The Mill, the Illuminati don't just manipulate an individual or a small group, they employ a vast network of power to control the entire global political, financial, and cultural systems. Those who believe in The Mill suggest that the Illuminati use media, finance, and technology to create an alternate reality that the public is forced to accept without realizing they are being manipulated. But that's not all. The way Diddy manipulates people's psyche is also quite micro compared to the methods attributed to the Illuminati. Diddy is accused of using a dependency psychology based on fear to control those who work with him. The artists working with him may feel that they can't break free from Diddy's influence because they depend on him to sustain their careers. This led many to believe that he had created an environment of pressure and control to maintain his own personal power. On the other hand, the Illuminati is said to manipulate psychology on a larger scale, targeting the entire society and the thought system of humanity. According to Theda Miu, this organization uses mass media, cultural events, and even political events to control the thoughts of the people. Those who believe in the Illuminati say that the organization secretly manipulates through symbols and images in popular culture with the goal of altering the way people think and act without their awareness of being controlled. While both P. Diddy and the Illuminati have been accused of using power to manipulate others' minds, their methods and goals appear to be quite different. But let's imagine for a moment, if DD were actually a member of this opinion, then his direction seems to have diverged from the initial objectives. And perhaps that's why the male rapper's arrest is also a move by the organization. When a pawn strays off course, removing it becomes an obvious necessity. The controversy surrounding the Illuminati and P. Diddy is one of the most debated and attention-grabbing topics in the media and the music-loving community. Personally, I believe that these allegations mostly stem from natural human curiosity about famous and powerful figures, coupled with anxiety about what happens in society. In some cases, believing in such grand conspiracies can reflect the public's skepticism towards those who hold power. When society faces complex issues like social injustice, racial discrimination, and manipulation within the entertainment industry, attributing these problems to a secretive organization like the Illuminati might serve as a way to make sense of the difficult realities we encounter. In the end, I believe that the conspiracy theories about the Illuminati and Diddy are part of a larger trend in popular culture where mystery and power are seen as tantalizing elements that draw attention. However, instead of just believing in unproven theories, I believe that analyzing and considering information critically will give us a clearer view of celebrities and the organizations they may be associated with. Learning about these matters not only broadens our knowledge, but also helps us be more confident in evaluating information and perspectives regarding conspiracy theories. The recent scandal involving PDD has become a hot issue of global concern. The intricate details are still under investigation. A series of victims have spoken out, broadening the scope of it and causing public dismay. However, many are noticing the psychological manipulation and control exercised over the victims, and the conspiracy theories involving the Illuminati are also resurfacing. Of course, there's no concrete evidence proving any link between Diddy and such a secretive organization. But surely both you and I can't help but wonder about the many coincidences, the so-called proofs of this famous conspiracy theory. Let's wait and see. What surprises will unfold when Diddy takes the stand? Will he continue to fight the charges or become a pawn cast aside by the Illuminati? What fate awaits the King of Hollywood grab? We'll find out in the near future.